Hello, it's Charles with Uber Eats. Today is Thursday, May 7th, 2026, and I am blessed and grateful because I received that precious gift of tomorrow with God's wake-up call. And I got to see another day here in beautiful, sunny, warm Tampa, Florida. And you also woke up this morning and received that precious gift of tomorrow with God's wake-up call. And you got to see another day here on earth. Tomorrow is a precious gift to receive because not everybody that went to sleep last night woke up after receiving God's wake-up call. So I, for one, am most definitely blessed, and I feel grateful to the good Lord for giving me another day here on earth. God is good, God is great, always and always. But to be honest, I'm grateful for everything I have, and I'm blessed and grateful for having relatively good health. I'm enjoying a fantastic living here in Tampa, Florida, where I'm building my Uber Eats business. I'm enjoying wonderful weather, delicious food, and I'm able to set money aside for my future retirement, car needs, and future needs. So God has blessed me beyond compare. I'm blessed and grateful to the good Lord, and I'm fortunate to have Jesus Christ in my life. I love Jesus Christ and I love the Lord. Jesus is my Savior, my Redeemer, and my Advocate. I love Jesus Christ and I love the Lord. God is good, God is great, always and always. The time right now is 5:05 a.m. and according to that website, weather-atlas.com, the sun will rise today at 6:45 a.m. That's 1 hour and 40 minutes from now. And then the sun will set later on this evening at 8:07 p.m. So today Tampa will enjoy over 13 hours and 22 minutes of daylight. I had a fantastic day yesterday. Enjoyed a wonderful breakfast yesterday morning. I got in another 20 trips towards this goal of 80 trips of this quest I'm on. If I complete another 20 trips today, I'll make an additional $374 on top of already excellent earnings I'm getting here here in Tampa, Florida. And the weather was just phenomenal. There was a light breeze, clear blue skies, and sunshine all day, and it was so warm and breezy. Just a beautiful day all around. And on top of all that good fortune, I had a fantastic sleep in that camper where I sleep at night. So very blessed and fortunate that God has put me here in this time and place here in Tampa, Florida. Blessed and fortunate. I love the Lord and I love Jesus Christ. The app is doing something different. Uber Eats app. It started. I'm not entirely. I'm still figuring this out, and I'm not sure even if it applies to Uber Eats drivers. It might just apply to Uber drivers. I'm registered as an Uber driver and as an Uber Eats driver. Well, I got this message through the app saying this is after I completed my first trip yesterday morning. It says you've recorded a trip, meaning video recorded. I wasn't entirely sure at the time what it meant, but I figured out it's saying that I video recorded a trip. I looked into it further in between deliveries, and I found this message in the app. It says, "We want to remind you that all video footage is private. No one, not even Uber, can access it unless you add it to a safety incident report. Plus, the recordings are automatically deleted from your phone after 7 days. Tip for recording trips: keep your device cool by placing your phone near an AC air vent. Your phone will avoid overheating and won't shut down the recording." I'm not going to do that. I keep my phone on my lap when I'm doing a trip, when I'm delivering food or going to a customer's house. I leave my phone on my lap, so I'm not going to do that. It went on to say, keep it charged. Connect your device to a charger to prevent the battery from running out during a recording. Well, I keep my phone charged naturally just so I'm able to see where I'm going and I won't have any difficulty completing a trip. So I guess I'll continue doing that. It went on to say, set up a good angle to enhance the video quality. Use the preview option in your safety toolkit to double check your angle before recording. I tried doing that just out of curiosity, and there was no way to do that. So that leads me to believe that this is an Uber driver function that they're wanting me to complete. The video recording is for Uber drivers when you're driving people around. So that led me to believe that this doesn't entirely apply to Uber Eats drivers. And then the last tip, it said, avoid interruptions. For continuous clear recordings, avoid playing music, closing the app, or using your phone, mic, or camera for other apps. I'm not going to do that either. I'm not going to. I have the radio on for the majority of my trips. I like to listen to the news and sports radio, stuff like that. So I'm going to leave my radio on while I'm doing Uber Eats. I looked into it. I went on to Reddit to see if anybody is mentioning this new function with Uber Eats, and no one's mentioning it on my Subdriver Reddit, Uber Eats Subdriver Reddit, so no one's mentioned it there. And I went on to check out any YouTube videos that someone has recently uploaded related to them recording or driving on Uber Eats, and none of the Uber Eats drivers on YouTube have mentioned this. So I don't entirely understand what's going on, but I do believe it's an Uber driver thing. And because I'm still registered as an Uber Eats driver, that's why I'm getting these messages. It said, like I said, it said recordings are automatically deleted from your phone after 7 days. That led me to believe that there were recordings kept somewhere on my phone. I went into the gallery. There was no recordings there. And I went into other parts of my phone to see if anything had been downloaded onto my phone, and nothing. I couldn't find any recordings anywhere on my phone. So if anything is being saved for the next 7 days, it's in the app somewhere. It's in the Uber Eats app somewhere that I can't find, or it's in the cloud. I know that's a possibility that the stuff is kept in the cloud somewhere. So this isn't bothering me a whole lot. I just thought I would mention it in case anybody out there is seeing it too. Any Uber Eats drivers I've encountered this. I don't have anything to hide, so whether or not it's recording me while I'm on a trip, I don't care. It's ultimately not a bad thing. If I get into an accident while I'm driving, I'll have some sort of video evidence of what was going on while I was driving. I don't look at my phone. I look at my phone less than 10% of the time while I'm driving. If I need to spend any time on my phone while I'm in my car, I wait till I'm at a stoplight or stop sign or parked somewhere, and then I fool around with my phone. Other than that, I don't look at my phone while I'm driving. I think that's all the notes I took related to this new thing that the Uber Eats app is doing to me, recording my trip. So that's about the extent of it. And this all started yesterday. It started before I even got into a trip. When I accepted that first delivery, it said this is going to be recorded. I didn't understand what it was doing, so I just ignored it. And once I completed that first trip, that's when I found out what was entirely going on. I took a Courier Saver, was my first trip, and it said it was going to be recorded. I'm like, well, whatever that means. When I got up this morning, first thing I did was check my Powerball ticket. Here it goes. This is the ticket I bought for the drawing that was held Wednesday night, last night, May 6th of 2026. And according to the Powerball website, no one had played all 5 numbers in the Powerball. So the jackpot for Saturday, May 9, 2026 is going up to 47 million. And the number that was drawn for that drawing last night, Wednesday, the 6th of May, was 18, 27, 51, 65, 68, and the Powerball of 5. So I need to play another set of these numbers before Saturday night drawing. I also checked out my Uber Eats scores to see if anybody had responded to my service to let me know how I did. And I got 9 upvotes. looks like I had 2 people respond to the survey. If I had to guess, 2 people responded. Unless more than that responded and only gave me 1 star several times in different metrics. But to the best of my knowledge, I had 2 people respond to my survey. The first person gave me 5 stars. And the other person gave me 4 stars. They didn't think I was a friendly delivery driver, but they gave me stars in the other 4 metrics. My deliver with care metric went up 2 to 771. My friendly score went up 1 to 689. I only need 11 more upvotes there to reach my goal of 700 for the year. My quick and efficient score went up 2 to 671. I need 29 more upvotes there. My good communicator went up 2 to 670. I need 30 more upvotes there. And perfect handoff is still an area of opportunity for me. That went up 2 to 646. So overall, great results with Uber Eats. I made fantastic money yesterday. I completed 20 trips towards my goal of 80 for this quest that I'm on. And I enjoyed fantastic interactions with all my customers. Just a beautiful day all around. Very pleased with the results, my Uber Eats results yesterday. I also checked out gas prices in the United States and in Florida on AAA and GasBuddy. And with gas at this Circle K being $4.47, that means gas went down 2 cents from yesterday. It was at $4.49. So gas is 2 cents cheaper than it was yesterday, but it's still relatively high. It was $4.03 on Thursday, April 30th. So it's still considerably high, much higher than it was about 7 days ago. Yeah, 7 or 8 days ago. It's more than 44 cents higher than it was just about a week ago. So not good overall. Gas prices are not good at the Circle K. But gas is, according to AAA and GasBuddy, gas is cheaper than the average price of gas in Florida. It's $4.51 in Florida. So gas is 4 cents cheaper than Florida. And gas is 6 cents cheaper than the average price of gas in the United States, which is at $4.53 this morning. It's the same as it was yesterday. Gas is up 6 cents in the state of Florida from yesterday. I'm going to go ahead and get this can poured out here. I'm a little bit dry. This morning I'm drinking this tea and lemonade flavor of the Monster Rehab Revive, Refresh, Recover. I'm having a tea and lemonade tomorrow and today. And on Saturday I bought 3 more cans for Saturday, Monday, and Tuesday. I bought 2 cans of this peach tea, Monster Rehab. I'm having that Saturday and Monday. See that peach tea? And on Tuesday, I'm having a wild berry. Those are the 3 cans I bought yesterday. So I'm good through Tuesday of next week for my Monster Rehab, Revive, Refresh, Recover. But like I said this morning, I'm having this tea and lemonade flavor. And with today being the 7th of May, and this can saying B2615, this can was made February the 14th of this year. So this can, there was 14 days left in February, and then you've got the months of March and April, and today is the 7th. So this can is 21 days and 2 months old. So it's a very fresh can of this tea and lemonade. I'm going to go ahead and get it cracked open here. This is one of my more favorite flavors. Green tea is still my favorite, and this tea and lemonade is my second favorite flavor of the Monster Rehabs out there. And then after that, it's probably the peach is my third, and then the wild berry is my least favorite. Oh yeah, that's good. That's good stuff. Refreshing, and it perks me up. I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of that poured out into this cup here. The rest of it should go here. There it goes. I also checked out what that website weather-atlas.com had to say about the weather today in Tampa. This Thursday, May 7th, 2026. And the website says variable cloud cover will persist this Thursday, but sunshine will break through. The high temperature is expected to peak at a humid 90 degrees and then drop to a moderately hot 73. So it's not going to cool off much today. It's only going to get down to 73 degrees. So we've got a hot day ahead of me here in Tampa, Florida. This high of 90 degrees is 4 degrees higher than the average typical high temperature for Tampa, Florida. So we're trending warmer right now in Tampa than we can expect typical temperatures to reach. It went on to say precipitation probability is relatively low at 8%. Winds will be light out of the southwest at 12 miles an hour, and humidity will be relatively high at 61%. Skies are expected to be clear and full of sunshine. And then I checked out the YouTube channel 10 Tampa Bay News. This video was uploaded 2 days ago, May 5th. It featured meteorologist Bobby Deskins. Bobby was talking about the meteor shower that's going on right now. He called it the Eta Aquariid meteor shower. This meteor shower will be at its peak May 5th and 6th. So the peak has already passed. But he did say that it's likely that if you look into the sky over the nighttime that you may see a few more meteors from this shower. He explained that this meteor shower is part of Halley's Comet, and it's best viewed if you use a time-lapse photography. It'll be overnight. He said that's when you could best see it, if you use time-lapse photography pictures. Bobby Deskins went on to say that Tampa is seeing much higher than normal temperatures. Average night lows are typically in the 7-degree mark, but we're seeing overnight lows being a little bit higher than that at 73, especially today. 73, a low of 73 overnight going into Friday morning, and today we'll reach a high of 89, and we're going to see sunny skies today. He said it's going to be much warmer going into the weekend, and we're only going to see lows in the low to mid 70s going into Monday morning through the weekend. So it's going to be quite warm and relatively humid, according to meteorologist Bobby Deskins. Then I also checked out another page, Fox 13 Tampa Bay. This video was also uploaded 2 days ago, Tuesday, May 6th. Another drink here. This Fox 13 Tampa Bay video featured meteorologist Dave Osterberg. Dave says that as we move into the summertime, the sea breeze will do little to help keep the coastline cool. During the summer, the Gulf will heat up and will make it rain, but won't bring much relief to Tampa Bay in terms of cooling off. So enjoy this time of year while the Gulf is help keeping Tampa Bay cooler, relatively cooler. He went on to say that no rain is in the forecast for the next 5 days, and what rain we do receive here in Central Florida will be little and far between. He says, thankfully, a large part of the southeast of the United States is receiving considerable rainfall, mostly in Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, and Georgia is receiving a lot of rain, but very little rain is falling in central and southern Florida. The Panhandle's receiving some rain, he said. Dave Osterberg said, today Tampa will see a high of 89 and a low of 74, and clear blue skies, sunny skies. So according to Dave Osterberg, we're going to have another beautiful day, warm and sunny day here in Tampa, Florida. I also checked out the YouTube page WFLA News Channel 9. It featured Max Defender meteorologist Amanda Hawley. This video was also uploaded Tuesday, May 5th. Amanda Hawley said very little rain in the next several days with spotty showers in Citrus County. She said today Tampa will be mostly sunny and reach a high of 89 and a low of 74 overnight going into Friday morning. So according to Amanda Hawley, it's going to be a beautiful warm day here in Tampa, Florida. And naturally, I wrote down all the deliveries I completed yesterday. I delivered to 20 customers, and I did that in 19 trips. So I only had one double yesterday. And that was trip number 6. And that might have been my best paying trip of the day. I have to keep in mind, I had a person give me a $3 tip. That was number 17, but that didn't make for a best paying trip of the day. So yeah, that double, it appears that double was my best paying trip of the day. There's a 12. Yeah, that there's a almost 10. Yeah, that by far was the best paying trip of the day, number 6. I started out the day with a courier saver. Andrea wanted an item picked up from a smoke shop, and I delivered that to her. She paid me $13.58 for delivering that smoke shop item to her house. Thank you so much for that, for the Uber Eats business and helping me get to my goal of 20 trips yesterday, Andrea. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. That was a fantastic paying delivery to pick up from you. I really appreciate you. I didn't see that right away, but I had a nearly best paying trip. Number 2 was a single for Matthew. Matthew wanted donuts from the Krispy Kreme on North Florida Avenue. Matthew paid me $19.09 for that. He gave me a tip of $5.71 and his fare was $13.38. So I made $19.09 for picking up donuts for Matthew. Thank you so much for the fare and the tip, Matthew. I really appreciate you so much. Thank you for that. After dropping off Matthew's donuts, I went on another single for Mike. Mike wanted breakfast from the McDonald's on Land O'Lakes Boulevard. I earned a fare of $2 and Mike decided to tip me $6.50. So I made $8.50 for delivering breakfast to Michael's house. Thank you so much for that tip, Mike. I really appreciate you. And then I went on trip number 4, was another single for Doug. Doug wanted breakfast from Breakfast Station on Land O'Lakes Shopping Center. Doug, I got a fare of $2 and Doug tipped me $7.81. So I made $9.81 for delivering breakfast from Breakfast Station on Land Village Lakes Shopping Center. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you, Doug, for the tip and the fare I got from you. After dropping off that order, I made a note here. Doug, this is something no one's actually ever phrased it this way, so I made a note of what he texted me. He said, because of high gas prices, I updated your tip. So he increased my tip. And he did that before I completed the trip, so I didn't make note of him increasing my tip. And then he went on to say, I hope you get that car that you're planning on buying next year. I have that in my delivery notes where it says, it asked the delivery drivers, why do you deliver? And you can customize that message. And I wrote in there, I'm saving up for my next car. So that tells me he read my profile. So he also commented on hoping that I got my next car. And I will be buying a new car next year at some point. I'm certain of that. This car will have well over 230, probably 220 to 230 miles on it by next year. So I most likely will have to buy a car next year. After dropping off Doug's breakfast from Breakfast Station, I went on trip number 5 for Tammy. Tammy wanted Panera Bread from State Road 54. Tammy tipped me $3 and I earned a fare of $4.09 for delivering Panera Bread to Tammy's house. Thank you so much for that tip and fare I got from you, Tammy. I really appreciate you so much. You didn't have to tip me at all, but you did, so I appreciate it. And then here goes the double. Number 6 was a double for Javon and Byron. Javon had a Courier Saver, and Byron wanted Lando Lakes. He wanted Larry's Deli on Lando Lakes Boulevard. I earned a fare from Brian and Javon of $15.95, and Byron tipped me $4.70, so I made $20.65 for that relatively easy double I got from Byron and Jevon, and that was my best paying run of the day also. So thank you so much for your business and the tip I got from you, Javon and Byron. I appreciate both of you very much. After dropping off Byron's Larry's Deli order, I went on a single. Number 7 was a single for Jazz. Jazz wanted Hooters from West Hillsboro. Jazz fare was $2 and Jazz tipped me $3.25, so I made $5.25 for delivering Hooters to Jazz house. Thank you so much for that tip and fare I got from you, Jazz. I really appreciate that. Then I went on trip number 8 for Matt. Matt tipped me $4.51 for delivering Protein House from North Meridian. Thank you for that tip, Matt. I really appreciate you. After dropping off Matt's Protein House order, I went on trip number 9. Meg wanted McDonald's from... I wasn't recording. I think I know I've missed some of these, but I'm just going to pick up with trip number 7. Jazz tipped me $3.25 for delivering Hooters from West Hillsboro. Thank you so much for that tip, Jazz. I appreciate you. Trip number 8 was for Matt. Matt tipped me $4.51 for delivering Protein House from North Meridian. Thank you so much for that $4.51 tip, Matt. I really appreciate you. Trip number 9 was for Meg. Meg tipped me $2 for delivering McDonald's from Ybor City, and I earned a fare of $2 for delivering that order. Thank you so much for the $4 I earned for delivering your McDonald's. Thank you so much for that, Meg. After dropping off Meg's order, I went on trip number 10 for Ashley. Ashley tipped me $7.05 for delivering Jimmy's Tacos from North 17th Street, and I earned a fare of $2, so I was scheduled to make $9.05 for delivering that order to Ashley's house. I say scheduled because an hour later, when the tip got closed out, I realized Ashley bumped my tip up $3 more, so she actually tipped me $10.05. I'm not sure why, but thank you so much for the additional $3 tip, Ashley. That was overly generous for a very simple delivery to do. Thank you so much for your Uber Eats business and the overly generous more than $10 tip, Ashley. Really appreciate you so much. After dropping off Ashley's order, I picked up Popeye's chicken from East Bush Boulevard for Troy. Troy tipped me $4.53 and I earned a fare of $2.63, so I made $7.16 for delivering Popeye's chickens to Troy's house. Thank you so much for that, Troy. After that, I went on trip number 12 for Julian. Julian tipped me $2.85 for delivering Chick-fil-A from Waters Avenue. Julio tipped me $4.63 for delivering Kakai from North Himes Avenue. Trip number 14 was for Gemma. Gemma tipped me $2 for delivering KFC from North Hillsboro. Steph tipped me $2.78 for delivering Noventa Millis from West Hillsboro Avenue. Thank you so much for those generous tips, Steph, Gemma, Julio. Julian, and Troy. You were overly generous and kind, and I really appreciate the tips and business I got from you. After dropping off Steph's Noventa Millis order, I went on trip number 16 for Yesser. Yesser also wanted Noventa Millis on West Hillsboro. Yesser was overly generous and kind and thoughtful and gave me a very generous tip of $7 and a penny, and I earned a fare of $3.04 for delivering Noventa Millis to Yesser's house. Thank you so much for the overly generous and kind tip of $7 and a penny, Yesser. I really appreciate you. Then I wrapped up the day with trips 17, 18, and 19 for Rainey, Maria, and Keeley. Rainey wanted Olive Tree by Chef Yosef on North 56th. Rainey tipped me $2.83 through the app and also gave me a cash tip of $3. So Rainey actually tipped me nearly $6. Thank you so much for the overly generous tip of nearly $6, Rainey. I really appreciate you. Maria wanted China Walk on Highway 301. Maria tipped me $7.37 and I earned a fare of $2. So it'd be $9.37 for delivering that Chinese order to Maria's house. Thank you so much for the overly generous over $7 tip, Maria. I appreciate that. Then I wrapped up the day picking up an order for Keeley. Keeley's fare was $2 and Keeley decided to tip me $3 for picking up kanji sushi and ramen on Providence Road. So I made $5 altogether for that order I picked up for Keeley. Thank you so much for your overly generous and kind tip, Keeley. I really appreciate you. Well, I'm going to wrap this video up and get into the McDonald's and enjoy another wonderful breakfast. God bless you all. I hope God is giving you many blessings and I hope you're as fortunate as me. God bless you all. I hope you all are having a fantastic week. God bless you all. I'll talk to you tomorrow.